Good evening from InvestSharp's.com. This is Randy Smoto with your Monday, January 24th market update. So we had another huge rally in the Dow today. It was quite incredible, and the rest of the market held up all right. Still kind of some, I don't know, strange things going on behind the scenes. All the previous momentum stocks with the high PEs are still continuing to get beat up quite a bit. And then I think the Dow stocks, which some of them are a lot cheaper with lower PEs, seem to be doing pretty well. So starting with the dollar, dollar was down a little bit today again. So the dollar has definitely been a little weak here. We had the dollar, gold, silver, and oil were all down today, and we had copper up, which is the same thing as Friday. So light sweet crude futures were down another $1.24 to settle at $87.87 a barrel. So over to the West Texas Intermediate Crude Point Figure Chart. We're still on a buy signal on the continuous contract. So we print 87. We'll go on a sell signal on crude. So we're not quite there yet. So we still have this bullish price objective. So watching this 87 level, got to 87.27 today on the continuous contract. So let's go take a look at the NASDAQ. Since it did have the larger percent gain, had a nice little bounce here, still hanging around the 20-day and just above the 30-day, and did not take out the high though from Friday, but was up over 1%, up 28 points to 27.17. And take a look at the S&P. The S&P actually was the weakest, but I'm still holding up fine here, and it actually took out the Friday high just slightly. You know, not much, but so we're still hanging around, holding up well. And then the Dow, of course, like I talked about, Dow continues to, fly higher here. And then the Russell. Russell's also, it's in between moving averages here. It did not take out Friday's high, but it could be, it could be stabilizing here, consolidating. We'll see. It's going to resting here. It's holding up all right. And of course, we were up 0.79%, up 6 points to 779. And remember, we are on a sell signal on the Russells per the point figure chart. And let's see, volume. Volume was it was above average, but not extreme, except in the diamonds. The DIA, the diamonds volume was up 92% above average daily volume day. Tons of volume firing off in the diamonds. Look at gold, look at GLD. So gold's still struggling here. This is a weekly line, but we're still, we're holding around this 130-ish level. So we'll see if it's still see if it's going to hold up here or not. Volume is kind of backed off here as far as the selling goes, the selling volume. Silver is probably around this 26 level. Got some support, but did weaker again today. Definitely been struggling. Silver's been the weakest. Copper, another little pop in copper, holding above the 30. It's I think it's just below the 20 and the 10 though. Take a look at the euro. Euro moving higher. Euro's been pretty strong here. And then the volatility index, the VIX. Volatility sucked right back out of the market again today, down 4.44%, down 82 cents to 17.65. So did take out this prior high a little bit, pulled back. So let's go look at the McClellan oscillator. All right, so McClellan is this is NYSE, so we're still neutral, -7. Let's look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, did get right to the oversold. Of course, we did get a pop today here, so now we're not really quite neutral, but we're not really, we're not as oversold here like we were, so closer to neutral here. That's what we'll call it. Let's go to the sectors. 12 of the 16 sectors to follow finish in the green. The semi-index had the larger percent gain. It was up 2.5%. The bank index was the weakest, down 0.97%. So pretty green across the sectors overall, even though you could see a lot of stocks out there today that had a lot of red. So like I said, it continues to be a kind of market that's not moving well together as of late anyway. So over to ChartWatch, had a few ideas. I'm actually still pretty cautious here, and it's not the market's bearish because it really isn't acting all that bearish, but it's just because of the various industries and the different stocks really not moving very well together, like typically you would see in a more bullish market environment. So I'm still encouraging a little bit caution here. So Plum Creek timber breaking higher, been real strong. Temple Inland had a huge volume today, and broke out above this trend line and then pulled back. A lot of volume here, and actually we had sold we had some calls. We sold into this for a profit today and got out of that. So let's see, Weyerhaeuser breaking higher, looks good. IBM continuing higher. NVIDIA breaking higher, still looking good. Vulcan Materials, which have been really beat up down here, kind of an ugly chart overall actually, but it's been holding this support around this 40, and then it had a break higher today, ran into the 50 though. So till it gets back up here, I don't know, something like, kind of went below it's not quite above the trend line. It did break above it, but it closed below the trend line today. So let's see where it goes from here. But some of the material stocks did get a nice pop today. RIM is still in this wedge, right? It's been bouncing back and forth in this wedge. Really cheap PE. This seems to be the type of stock that the market really likes right now. These low PEs that can have a lot of upside to them. So pull back down here. It is holding the trend line. It's still above the 50-day and everything. So could be a reversal here, a bullish reversal up here, RIM. So let's see what RIM does here tomorrow and the next couple of days. But that looks like an interesting setup. Apple, nice big bounce in Apple, right? And another thing has been this. A lot of the tech's been weak on the earnings, even though they had really good earnings. Apple was one of those, but it had a nice bounce today. So we'll see if it can continue higher. And let's see, APH, Amphenol breaking out, lots of volume there, looks good. UTEX, United Technologies breaking higher. CSIQ right at resistance. So watch over today, over today's high. It looks like it is going to break higher. I obviously had a 6% move today, but a lot of the solar stocks have been really strong. So this one looks like it's ready to go higher. Colgate-Palmolive breaking out above the downtrend line today, and so it's looking interesting. Looks good to go. AstraZeneca breaking out above this previous high, and it was back above the 50. It's got the 150 above it here, and of course it's up here would probably be maybe your next target, something like this, but had nice volume today as well. ANR, still watching this, got this trend line, got a nice bounce, still holding it, holding the 50, so it's holding up right there, and kind of watching the coals because a lot of the coals have pulled back quite a bit. So Walter, like it here, holding 120, kind of waiting. I don't want to jump in it here, but we got some calls. I think BTU reports tomorrow, so that'll probably move it one or the other. Atwood Oceanics holding up really well. This one also has a really cheap PE right now, so watch this one because it probably is going to break out and move higher. Deere holding up really well. Looks like it wants to go higher soon. And Spreadtrum Communications, another one holding up really well. Nucor looks like it's about ready to break out. Foster Wheeler looks like a bullish flag, even though it did have some decent volume on the sell side here, so need to wait for it to take out its downtrend line, probably over this high of about 37.80, something like that. And Cirrus Logic still holding up pretty well, holding the 20-day, right? Did never take it out. Well, it did intraday, but not close, so it never closed below the 20. Still holding. So it's kind of looking interesting here also. So economic data on deck for tomorrow. We're going to get the S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index at 9. Then we're going to get consumer confidence out at 10. And that's both in Eastern time. And actually, there's a lot of data this week. We've got an FOMC meeting. We've got the GDP towards the end of the week. So we got a lot of data coming out. So let's go take a quick look here at the market signals, just because, like I said, Russell's on a sell signal. It happened last week. I talked about that last week. Now Dow, because it's just huge rally now. Oh, I need to get this. Sorry, let me get this updated here. I changed this. The bullish price objective on the Dow, yeah, has now changed because of this. It continues to move higher. So now the bullish price objective on the Dow is 14,000. So I wanted to point that out as well. So pretty incredible. All right, that is it for today, and thanks for watching.